I will introduce Daniele. She works at the University of Genoa. She is currently a PhD student in digital humanities, and her research interests are digital technologies, art, languages, cultures, and communication. And she has also been conducting research recently on gamification, serious games, and virtual reality. She's been doing it since 2015.
Daniele, can you hear us?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, perfectly.
And you see the screen already?
We see the screen already.
Perfect. So good morning, everyone. I'm Daniele Zolezzi, a PhD student in digital humanities at the University of Genoa. I'm truly sorry that I cannot be there with you due to a schedule conflict. And currently I'm conducting, as we have already said, research on gamification and serious games with the aim of using them to create MOOCs for language learning. With a particular focus on Italian at the level A1 for foreign students. However, technological advancements and the increasing interest within the scientific community have led me to start a new research line aimed to exploring the possibility of using the same theoretical foundation of gamification and serious game within the virtual worlds offered by the Metaverse. In particular, I'm assessing the current level of development of the Metaverse to understand whether it's ready to be exploited as a next generation educational tool. In recent years, the concept of the Metaverse has led to considerable ethical and moral discussion about the digital creation of an alternative world. The term Metaverse was initially coined within science fiction novel Snow Crash by Neil Stephenson and represented a virtual world accessible through special glasses and earphones, used as an escape route by the protagonist to dissociate from the problems of his life and live an alternative life through his own avatar. The key elements of the experience described in the novel are the same as those found today within virtual reality experiences that immerse us every day in various metaverses where we increasingly find ourselves working and interacting with other people. The technological evolution initiated in recent decades on the topic of VR and the growth of worldwide sales of head-mounted display, HMDs, has made immersive worlds created for the Metaverse more accessible to everyone. According to Statista.com, based on sales in recent years, the annual global shipments of VR HMDs will reach 59.7 million devices in 2025. Demonstrating the enormous growth in public interest in such products. The trend just described has been dictated in part by the decrease in the cost of VR headsets, which for many years were very high and made this technology inaccessible to many people. This change has led many companies to be interested in the possibility of recreating a virtual world based on the theory of the digital twin. So the possibility of having a real object even in the Metaverse. Despite the extensive investments made by multinationals such as Roblox, Microsoft, Unity, Meta, Alibaba, and so on, the possibilities offered by the Metaverse in virtual reality haven't yet been able to meet expectations due to issues such as a low presence of active users. An unexplored aspect that could lead to the effective use of virtual worlds created in recent years is the creation of virtual lessons that can be delivered directly within the Metaverse. The aim of our paper is to establish the theoretical and practical framework for transporting a course designed to teach Italian at level A1 into the immersive environment of Meta Horizon Woorkrooms. The virtual office created by Mark Zuckerberg's company offers features that can provide a place for engaging students and maintaining their active attention on the educational objective, while avoiding the distraction caused by classic distance learning. But what is Meta Horizon Woorkrooms? Meta Horizon Woorkrooms is a platform developed by Meta with the goal of providing a virtual space for conducting meetings with colleagues, collaborating and working in a VR environment. The aim is to enhance the immersive quality of remote meetings beyond the conventional video conferencing method, which solely display the webcam footage of the attendees. The platform incorporates avatars endowed with realistic features to enable users to engage with one another as if they were present in the same physical space. This promotes an authentic experience akin to in-person communication, as users can establish eye contact and adjust their physical proximity to their interlocutors, thereby reducing feelings of isolation. However, Horizon Woorkrooms doesn't appear to be particularly popular right now, as according to a study conducted in the USA, only 8% of respondents had come into contact with the platform, while 55% stated they had never heard about it. In the aftermath of the pandemic, the imperative to shift educational programs towards remote delivery has prompted numerous educators to embrace innovative technologies as means to effectively disseminate content and explore new platforms. Among these, the integration of virtual reality into instructional design has emerged as a viable solution to bridge physical distances between learners, heighten immersion, and foster a sense of belonging among students that surpasses that afforded by traditional video conferencing software. The utilization of virtual reality allows for the realization of an interactive and simulated classroom experience that facilitated meaningful interpersonal interaction among students. The Horizon Woorkrooms platform offers a secure and safe place where we can have a learning environment, incorporating features that mitigate the anxiety associated with making mistakes. The primary objective is to harness the potential of this platform to facilitate an immersive educational experience akin to that of a traditional classroom, rather than limiting its use to business meetings. The course that will be developed is the transposition of a gamified MOOC that I've presented last November in the same building where you are right now. The course is available on EonXR platform and is based on 316 degrees photos and 3D models. The study aimed to develop a gamified distance learning course tailored for foreign students or Erasmus who possess the limited proficiency in the Italian language. One of the primary hurdles encountered in delivering the course was to create the content in advance to enable students to utilize it autonomously. This necessitated the identification of essential concepts which could be applied in students' everyday lives without the ability to cater to each learner's unique requirements. The challenge, therefore, was to anticipate the most relevant content based on educational experience, which could benefit the majority of the users. The course is currently used by Erasmus students enrolled in A1 level Italian courses and is being tested in relationship to level of engagement generated within 3D virtual environments that can be freely explored in augmented reality, virtual reality, or from desktops. And for some lessons are based on 316 degrees images, such as these lessons that you are seeing, which taught the articles and the means of transport in the city by visiting the most representative places in the city of Genoa. From the first feedback received, we realized that although the experience was appreciated overall, the students found the activities available on the platform too little differentiated, a limitation dictated by the chosen platform, which only offers multiple choice quizzes as a playful mechanic. However, some essential elements for language teaching, such as pronunciation exercises, reading practices, and the application of what was learned in direct dialogue with an interlocutor were not managed and analyzed by the platform, thus unable to provide direct feedback to the students. Our aim is to replicate the essential aspects of a traditional in-person classroom experience while removing geographic constraints, using a platform that facilitates natural voice dialogues and virtual prosody between students and teachers. To achieve this, Horizon Woorkrooms platform offers 3 distinct models of virtual classroom, which can be customized by the teacher to meet different levels of engagement and individual student needs. The virtual projector inside the virtual room allows a reflective discussion on video, audio, textual file, and so on that can be commented collaboratively by all the students present. The classroom also features a blackboard on which students can perform exercises by writing on it, using the lower part of their controller, simulating the experience of using a real marker pen. The teacher in Horizon Workroom is not constrained by the platform to choose only exercises that can be managed by the development environment's capabilities, such as multiple choice questions or object recognition within a scene. On the contrary, the teacher is free to select activities that are best suited to the student's needs. Through screen sharing with the projector, the teacher can also use the third-party services or content as valuable support for the lesson. Moreover, the simultaneous presence of the teacher and students allows for immediate resolution of any issues related to the acquisition of specific content. This prevents students from feeling confused or lost in front of students, from feeling of something they don't understand. Peer dialogue exercises can be easily carried out using students' avatar, which, by representing them virtually, make them more relaxed and inclined to make mistakes compared to when they are face-to-face with their classmates. In Web 3.0, teaching online in an effective manner goes beyond simply uploading traditional classroom materials to a course management system. Authors are required to develop educational content in the form of multimedia learning objects, including questions, simulation, and more. The introduction of the Metaverse can usher in a new phase of learning, where teachers will not only need to produce multimedia content, but also reconsider the virtual context in which lessons take place and adapt the most effective technology to meet educational needs. And additionally, the creation of collaborative environments will encourage users studying within the educational metaverse to form communities of practice and learning. These social groups aim to generate organized and high-quality knowledge within specific areas of interest. As users navigate virtual environments in the metaverse and venture beyond the traditional education settings, they will connect with like-minded individuals who share similar passions. Together, they can engage in activities, discussion, and forge connection reminiscent of early Web 2.0 communities. Teacher collaboration can also be seen as a community of practice, while sharing experiences and knowledge enhances lesson creation in the metaverse, leading to consistent improvement. These communities will contribute to the development of a new culture. Meta-Horizon Woorkrooms has the potential to serve as an immersive and immediate environment for reproducing traditional teaching styles. Distance learning can help prepare students for the Italian language before enrolling or transferring to Italian universities, equipping them with basic knowledge upon arrival. However, the main challenge is to access to HMDs, which are still considered expensive or not useful in daily tasks. But their usage is expected to increase in this decade, as we have seen in the first part of the presentation. The foundation needed to create a course within the metaverse that can be considered a digital twin of the same experience in the real world already exists. Educators must embrace these types of content in the coming years to fully leverage the potential offered by immersive virtual worlds. The experimentation with this new form of lesson delivery will commence from the upcoming academic year. There are numerous logistical challenges, with the most immediate being the provision of a MetaQuest, so the VR HMDs, VR HMDs like this one, to participants, enabling them to connect with their peers within the virtual realm of Meta-Horizon Woorkrooms. Furthermore, the aim is to ascertain whether students' perception during the lessons can genuinely contribute to the realization of a digital replica or twin of the traditional classroom schooling experience. That is my presentation. Thank you for the attention. These are our contacts, mine and from the Professor Gianni Vercelli. And if you're interested in our research, these are our contacts. If you have any question, I'm here. And thank you very much and have a nice day.
Thank you, Daniel.
Okay.
Thank you, Daniel, for the presentation. May I ask the first question, if it's okay with you, with everybody?
Yes, I have a little bit problems with the audio and I hear very less, but okay.
I'll try to speak loudly. You said that Meta Horizon Woorkrooms are not particularly popular yet. Why is that?
Sorry?
You said that Meta Horizon Woorkrooms are not particularly especially popular now.
No.
How come
Yes.
that?
The problems are about the provision of these ones, the MetaQuest. The MetaQuest 2 and the MetaQuest Pro are the only HMDs to access Meta Horizon Workrooms because it's the HMDs produced by Mark Zuckerberg and Meta. So it's very limited to the possibility to access Meta Horizon Workrooms. But these ones with the more playful version of HMDs, such as PlayStation VR, for example, are the most are the HMDs that has the most impressive growth in the last years. So in the provision is that this could be a very useful tool in the near future to access Meta Horizon Workrooms. That today is used only to access with the meetings, the works meetings, and not with this educational possibility. That is, we think that this could be a very useful tool for distance learning to eliminate some problems such as the ones that I have already said.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for the question.
We've got another question here.
What about Apple?
What about Apple?
The new Apple. The new Apple?
I'm not a very fan of Apple's products because are a very closed community, and so I'm not very. I've seen that the last HMDs developed by Apple is really very expensive, and so I don't know how much it would be very available to anyone for the price, because these ones are a very less prices in respect to the other HMDs, and so for these reasons we are thinking about Meta Horizon Workrooms and not other platforms that could be, for example, Roblox or the same Aeon Reality XR as a platform that is called Metaverse Builder, that is very similar but is centered only on lessons that are not in live. So Apple, I don't know how it could be very interested in a type of delivery of lessons like these ones. So this is only the future could say how much Apple's want to enter in this business in really in and it's not like that, like now that is for a very small community.
Thank you. Other questions? There are no other questions, Daniel. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And have a good coffee break.
It's very good that you presented this, because before that we had a paper on the negative impact of like long distance learning
on the students and how it demoralizes them. So now you are advertising the opposite. Okay, so
It's my nemesis, so
okay, thank you very much for the presentation.
thank you very much and have a nice day.
Thank you very much for